With many people set to have a drink this evening for New Year's Eve, today the British Transport Police is warning revellers to be extra careful around Britain's railways.
A very clear reason why. Over the last 10 years, the number of alcohol-related incidents on the network has risen by over a third. We've been speaking to one man who nearly died from an electric shock after walking along the railway whilst drunk. He's now warning others not to take similar risks. Sky's Kit Bradshaw has the story.
Less than half a mile, probably 2-minute walk away.
Just down
that direction there, yeah.
Chris Santos is still living with the consequences of his decision to walk along the railway line close to this station 4 years ago.
I remember a thud and being on the floor, and then it was just this horrendous smell of like burnt hair, skin, and then my body was tightening up and I could hear, and then there was purple flashes every time my arms moved, and then I knew.
In the dark, he came into contact with the electrified third rail, sending a 750-volt shock through his body and stopping his heart.
That's the angle the rail was at on my leg.
He'd been out drinking with his friends that day, but what followed was months of recovery, in which doctors feared they'd have to amputate his leg. Chris's story, while dramatic, is part of a concerning trend.
From slips and trips on platforms to more serious incidents on the tracks. Each year, Network Rail sees a big spike in alcohol-fuelled incidents over the festive period, and it's a problem that's getting worse.
Back in 2010, just over 7,000 incidents involving drink were recorded across Britain's rail network. But by last year, that figure had risen to more than 9,000. That's an increase of more than 30% over the decade. Passengers are being urged this year not to do something they'll regret, with this CCTV footage illustrating what one too many can lead to.
Impact on a very busy, congested railway in delays and delays to thousands upon tens of thousands of people. Somebody stumbles off a platform in front of a train, we're going to have to shut that line down, and that's going to delay hundreds of trains and tens of thousands of people.
For Chris, the personal impact of his accident is hard to explain.
I still have nightmares, sleepless nights, anxiety. I find it very hard to deal with new situations, which I could have done it very easily before that. Meeting new people, it's changed me as a person. I don't think I'll ever be quite the same again.
He hopes his story will make others think twice before mixing too much drink with the risks of the railway. Kit Bradshaw, Sky News.